Hello, welcome to Fair Lady of the Loch Tarot. Thank you for joining me. Today we will be doing a bonus reading for Lady V. So when you order a personal reading from me, you get both a tarot, oracle, rune, and crystal energy consultation with that reading. You also get a free bonus clarification reading for those readings. So if there's something you have a question about, if there's something you want to know more about, that is what is addressed in your bonus reading. If any of you are interested in a personal reading with me, you can find it over at fairladyoftheloch.etsy.com. And in Lady V's personal reading, it came out that there was a soulmate love energy. Now, as I said in those readings, soulmate love energy is one of the things I find that people, when it shows up in their readings, are the most common to have impatience over. And it can cause discouragement and things like that. So, I only ever say that I think it may be soulmate if I really truly do think it may be soulmate, that the other side is leading me in that direction, okay? Because I know it can cause a great deal of frustration when that does not manifest itself immediately once you know that it's there. And I don't tell you anything in these readings you don't already know, guys. Deep down in your soul, right? I'm just highlighting, right? The other side is just highlighting what you already know. Now, on occasion, they do say things that these here are meant to be clarifiers. They do say things, it's like, well, that's news to me. But if we're being honest with ourselves, we do have a general idea of what may be going on. They're showing me a lot of stuff here. Okay, we're gonna shuffle these again. That way the ones that are meant to come out for you come out, because they're just showing me so much about this question. So Lady V's question was pertaining to that soulmate energy. Okay. And we are going to do our best to get some answers for her on that. Okay. All right, so right off the bat, they are once again showing you the Page of Wands card, Lady V, talking about your spiritual awakening, your ancestral connections, where you come from on a soul level and a blood level, both, okay? So what has brought about this change and drawing in this soulmate energy for you is your awakening, okay? And this awakening has shown you an inner strength and will continue to show you an inner strength that you did not realize that you had, or at least you didn't consciously understand the depth and level of your personal strength. And with the number 8 in the major arcana, this is an abundance of strength, right? Now, with the sun, this awakening, this embracing of your own personal strength, your own personal power, is bringing about this beautiful moment of fulfillment, right? Of joy. This card for me is anything and everything that makes you truly happy, anything and everything that makes your soul sing. Okay? That's this. All right? This is the pinnacle of the mountain. This is the apex of success, right? This is the top of the world, okay? This is that beautiful, beautiful energy. So whatever that means for you, and that means something different for everyone. While for somebody that might be a penthouse in New York City, for another person, it's a rustic cabin on a creek bank. You know what I mean? For one person, it may be this really rich, driven, successful partner. For another person, this may be someone who is simply humble and loving above all else. None of the rest matters, right? So interpret this with what lies in your heart, okay? And use your intuition. And that's going to be a major theme here for this clarification, this answer. Tapping into your crown chakra, tapping into your third eye, tapping into your heart chakra and your throat chakra. And I'm getting your solar plexus, sacral, and root. So just tapping into your chakras. And that came through strongly in your oracle reading. At the end there with the white light oracle. That the chakras being in alignment were going to be important for you. Because you need to listen to your soul. You need to listen to your soul. Okay? And that will tell you what it is you need to know. That will tell you what it is that you truly desire. Okay? And it will tell you whether what you currently have, what you're currently experiencing in the area of love and life, whether that truly does feed your soul, or whether your soul is thirsty or hungry for something else. And I don't mean the general human restlessness that everyone experiences. I mean on the soul level. Okay? And that requires going through shadow work. It absolutely requires going through shadow work. This is not an easy path. All right? Learning to listen to yourself, your true self, your deepest and highest self, is not easy. It takes work. It takes diligence. It takes mastery of oneself, right? Of understanding oneself on such an extraordinary level that when you do make that choice, you know it's the right one, right? Because your soul is telling you it is, and you have tapped into your soul's truth. Okay? And that's true of all aspects of life, whether it's your love life, your work life, your spiritual life. There are no limitations in that. Shadow work will reveal aspects of all of it in your life. Okay? And if you need assistance in that, if you need some guidance on where to start, and ways to go about doing that, you just let me know, all right? And I will share with you my own personal experience and the research that I have done, and what has been working for the people who have consulted with me, and go from there, okay? If you are called to another teacher, absolutely, please do seek that, all right? Once again, they are asking you to tap into your personal power. I cannot emphasize enough the extraordinary being that you are. And I said this repeatedly in your first reading, okay? And it is an honor to continue to read for you. Extraordinary in every sense of the word, okay? You are a spiritual badass. And you are about to find out just how much truth there is in that, okay? Follow your intuition, all right? Act with a purity of intention, and that will lead you to your answers. Now, you may be saying, there are other people involved in this situation. I do not want to hurt them. It would tear my life down, and that could be, financially. That could be familially. I don't know what your relationship situation is, but you have shared with me after your first reading that you are indeed in one. And we'll try to get some answers on that. But the biggest message they are telling me is that you already know the answer. You're just afraid of it. They're telling me that you know in your soul whether the person you're with right now is the right one or not. You don't need me or anyone else to tell you that. You don't need the other side to tell you that. Deep down in your soul, you know. You're just afraid of the answer. And you're afraid of taking action on it. And I understand that. I really do. It is so difficult, especially in situations where you don't want to hurt another person. Okay? And I'm not saying the person you're with isn't the person. Only you know that. Okay? And while the cards can give you some insight and guide you a bit and things like that, in the end, it is your choice and your choice alone who is really meant for you. Okay? So listen to your soul and do not be afraid of the change. Whether that is change in person, change in situation, change in emotional response. Okay? Do not be afraid of the change and listen to your intuition. Because this soulmate energy is real. It is real, it is true, it exists. It is there. And only they who are worthy, okay? Only they who are worthy I'm getting the message, and forgive me for how grandiose this sounds, but the other side is saying only they who are worthy can stand before your gloriousness. And I know that sounds grandiose, and I know it sounds perhaps boastful. But in your heart, you know this. In your heart, in your soul, you know this. Okay? I have set up a row of crystals to tap into the energy of love and intuition here. And I will share those with you. I chose them intuitively for your reading, and I will share them with you before this is over. But they are really emphasizing right now, in this moment, the rose quartz for you. Okay? Self-love, platonic love, romantic love, it covers it all. This pink here, they are asking you to utilize that. I'm also getting rhodonite, which I did not pull this morning, and I usually would have. Hang on. I'm going to pause this for a second. I'm going to go grab one. I usually use my darker rhodonite with more black on it than pink, but today they're telling me to use the more pink than black one, so rhodonite. Okay. All right. And if so called, I may need to read from a book for you on that one, but we'll address that momentarily. Okay, so there's some healing involved in that. Some healing of yourself, some healing of your heart. And this other individual is on their own journey, their own healing journey, their own awakening, their own seeking after that which brings them joy. Okay? And along your journeys, you will encounter one another. Honestly, knowing you're in a relationship, I hate to say anything that causes you pain in any way, shape, or form, but I'm not getting the energy of an existing relationship being this. I am seeing a journey. Now, it could be that it's a spiritual journey of two people who, even though they're together, are still finding their way to each other on a soul level. That is possible. All right, so listen to your intuition. Don't let anyone ever steer you away from what your own intuition is telling you is right for you. Okay? But this new beginning is coming. It is moving towards you. And I am getting that sometimes you see each other in your dreams. You see each other on the astral plane. And you may not be conscious of this now, but you will become conscious of this if you aren't already. Okay? They're letting you know you're protected along this journey. All right? And this is how they see you, this beautiful ethereal light, this beautiful ethereal being of exquisite quality. And they very much love that about you. Okay? I'm also getting here they will have the quality of loyalty. The loyalty of a dog is coming through here. And while I don't mean that in the sense of, a dog will, how do I say this on social media that's polite? Mate with anything that comes along. It's not, I don't mean it like that. I mean it in the sense of true companionship, true devotion. You know how when a dog that loves you and is devoted to you looks at you with complete trust, complete adoration, with respect, okay? They view you as this extraordinary being, okay? And while right now you are both walking by faith, not knowing where this path leads, just knowing you must walk it regardless of what dangers lie ahead, they're reminding you that the spirits of nature, the spirits of the ancestors, and the divine are with you every step of the way. Okay? And they will reveal to you what they need to reveal to you in that time. And they will buoy you up and help to carry you forward. With this reading, with this awakening, with this change in your life, all of these things converging together, it brings about a stark clarity of thought. Okay? A stark clarity of thought of who you are, what you're meant for, the badass that you are, and that you are divinely protected. I'm getting water dragon energy coming through here. Ice dragon energy coming through here. Okay? You are divinely protected on such a deep level. Because of the extraordinary being that you are, because of your exquisite soul, the other side is deeply invested in making certain that you are going to be all right. Okay? So put your fears aside, put your anxieties aside, any sort of panic that arises along the way of like, am I crazy? Is this really happening? What on earth is happening to my life? All the things that you see that other people can't, all of the dreams that you have, some which may come true, some which may be metaphor, some which may be astral projection, okay? Some which may be past life. Do not let them entrap you. Do not let them bog you down. Remember who you are and ground yourself in the earth's energies. Okay? Once again, that snow-covered forests, mountains, fjords energy is coming through here in this reading. I am getting that your surroundings in nature, when you get out into nature, are a fantastic experience as far as your grounding is concerned. I am getting you are in the country you are meant to be in at this time for a reason. Okay? There is something about Norway, there is something about your life there that anchors you to your blood and soul ancestry in such a deep level that the magic of the earth literally flows through you into manifestation. All right? And there's going to come a time when you're going to have to make a choice. All right? When these two energies enter your sphere and you become aware of that soulmate energy, whether you're in a relationship at the time or not, there's going to come a time when you are going to have to make a choice, balancing with a clarity of mind, the desires of your heart and your mind and your soul. Okay? And once again, only they who are worthy. That is coming through really important here. I am getting that there's something within your mental sphere, maybe even your metaphysical sphere, where you almost feel like you're under attack, whether it's from your mind or something spiritual, energy-wise, like energy vampires are taking your energy. You're tired, when you're around certain people. And there is a cord. There's an energetic cord between you and that person that needs to be cut. Okay. And if you're not familiar with cord cuttings, let me know, and I'll share some resources with you that can be of benefit, okay? Some people like to do it by fire. Some people like to do it by water. You listen to what sign works best for you and do it using that sign, right? That element, okay? But I am getting that a cord cutting is absolutely necessary here, all right? And this launches you forward into the reclaiming of your own energies, the reclaiming of your own personal power, a reclaiming of your passion. Okay? There is a fire within you that desires to be met, fire for fire, right? And quenched in passion. And it may be even a passion you didn't even realize you had or needed, and the clouds are clearing and beginning to reveal to you. And with chakra alignment, this will intensify, just to give you a heads up, okay? It will absolutely intensify. But you are on your way, okay? You are going to leave behind anything and everything that does not serve you. You are going to boldly step forward into the future and the unknown, because you will be achieving your dreams. You will be achieving your goals. You will be stepping into your destiny. Okay? Just follow your intuition. Trust that the divine has your back. Okay? Trust that your soul knows what is best for you and is birthing into your life a new, exquisitely abundant reality. Okay, with the moon, we don't always know what lies ahead. Sometimes we do have to live by trust. Sometimes we do have to live by knowing our intuition is telling us that something wonderful is on the horizon. We just have to cross over this river of doubt, this river of difficulty, this river of fear, right? Onto the other side of that and step through the portal of our future, of our destiny. And this requires, like I said, shadow work. It requires healing. It requires releasing and letting go. Okay? Grounding and meditating in nature is coming through here strongly. I'm getting maybe under the stars might be of some benefit to you. Doing meditation during, the sunlight as well as the night can have some benefits there. So a morning meditation with the sun's rising and an evening or nighttime meditation, right, after sunset or while it's setting might be of some transitional benefit for you. The metaphor of transition, transformation, being on the cusp of something, on the border, the transition period. There's something there for you, okay? But this is restoration, okay? Calling back whatever power, whatever energies are meant for you and you alone. And that causing you to shine like a brilliant North Star, okay? Like the morning star of Venus, the planet, right, in the sky. With such a brilliant light that others notice, and because of your light are able to find their own awakening and their own path forward. Okay? And you're not alone in this. You're absolutely not alone in this. The Three of Pentacles is very much about working together to achieve a goal. And while the spirits, the ancestors, and the divine are absolutely with you every step of the way, they are also asking you to find a mentor, a teacher, a friend, to aid you along this journey of tapping into your past lives, your Akashic records, your personal power, okay? Sometimes when going through shadow work, it can help to have a guide, to talk to things about and to know what next steps might be of the best advantage. All right. Now, all of this is because they're trying to circle back to that listening to your intuition and knowing the truth of your heart. Okay? So while this soulmate energy exists, it is there, and you will find each other, and your path will lead you to that moment when you need to make that choice. It is still a choice, right? And in order to be able to make the right choice for you, there's internal work that must be done. There is a warning here about deceptive energies within yourself. Do not allow yourself to lie to yourself. Do not allow yourself to deceive yourself. Do not allow yourself to trap yourself because you think it's the right thing to do. Because leaving or changing goes against what you feel maybe your honor code, right? Or something like that. Life is about change. We're not meant to be kept in tiny little boxes. We're meant to grow and expand, okay? And do not let any negative energies trap you. And you're going to know whether you are currently happy in a relationship or not. You're going to know. You do not need me to tell you that. You do not need the other side to tell you that. You will know. You just have to choose to be truthful with yourself about that. Okay? And then be truthful about what action you do or do not wish to take. Okay? I'm also getting, don't let anyone gaslight you. Don't let anyone lie to you, manipulate you, okay? Guilt trip you. Because you are birthing into the world something so extraordinarily beautiful that the only way this comes to full fruition is if you are truly, deeply in love with yourself. And I don't mean that in a conceited sort of way. I mean it in the absolute, utmost, best possible way. The other side wants you to be in love with yourself. Because what you have to give to the world is too important for you to ignore it. Okay? And a big part of that is teaching the world how to love themselves, how to forgive themselves, how to release what does not serve them and seek what emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically fulfills them. Okay? Plato's allegory of a cave is coming through here with this one. You are meant to step out of the cave. You are meant to find that enlightenment. Okay? And with the Page of Cups here, that does require you to become a student of yourself, a student of your own emotions, a student of the way that you think and feel and interact with the world, right? With the salmon of knowledge there, it shows me you actually will achieve this end, okay? And you will find emotional fulfillment, right? But they are asking you to become a student of yourself first, okay? And when you do that, it does sometimes bring about a need to move on from things, a need to change, a need to walk away from that which does not serve you. And they don't want you to do that with regret, okay? They want you to do it with a firm knowledge that it is the right thing. There is no need to rush anything, okay? No need at all to rush anything. You take it in your time, at your speed, and do what is right for you. And each step that you take, it takes as long as it takes. Okay? You do what you need to do for you. Right? Because you are meant to be a leader. You are meant to be a spiritual leader of epic proportions. And in this card, this is the leader of the Tuatha Danann, which is of Irish mythology. where he is leading his people to their new home, to their new future, to their new life. And in the background, you see those flames there. They are burning their ships. So there is no turning back. Okay? You will be boldly stepping into your future. There will be people that you are going to guide and teach and lead. You're meant for this. This is what you were born into this world to do. But it does require burning some ships or bridges or whatever metaphor you want to use along the way. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be cruel. It doesn't mean you have to be mean or rude or any of those things at all. It simply means that you need to act in your own personal power with passion, courage, determination, following your own intuition, your own internal wisdom, okay? So that you can find your true joy, all right? And that shows and leads others to be able to do the same. I'm getting tapping into your sacral and root and solar plexus chakras coming through strongly on this one. Okay. For you, your chakra alignment is going to be crucial. Okay. It may take multiple alignment sessions of meditation to do that, and that is totally fine. It always needs to be maintained no matter how far along your spiritual path that you are. Okay. So, no judgment in any way, shape, or form. Okay? I mean that. Doesn't matter how long this takes. This is your destiny. It will find you. You will find it in the right time, in the right order. There's no need to fear or fret about any of it. Okay? You live your life as your soul and your heart show you and tell you. Okay? Listen to your intuition. On that end, let's talk about some crystals to guide you and help you in that. Now, in your reading that I did for you before, some of these came through in that as well. So, that just means there is an emphasis on that particular one that would be of significant help to you. Okay, and we're going to start with the ruby, and I think this one's fuchsite. There's ruby and zoisite, and ruby and fuchsite both would be of assistance to you. It matters not which one you choose, okay? All of these that I'm showing you work with either the heart, the crown, the root, or sacral, or both, right? Chakras, okay? Atlanticite, pink amethyst, fire quartz, strawberry quartz. I find the strawberry quartz is a nice one for love healing. Same with fire quartz. This is a red wine quartz. That rose quartz element is coming through really strongly for you, so I wanted to show you that you can find it in different formats, right? So this is the raw, okay? This is, carved into an image that suits you or fits your needs, like this is a wolf, right? There is lavender rose quartz, which can have a little bit of a purpley hue to it. And there's blue rose quartz, which has that strong healing element along with it. Okay, so there's a lot of ways to work with rose quartz, and this is just a few. Sorry about my frogs there. Pink flower agate is another one. Pink selenite for that loving, cleansing energy. The Lexilionite came through for you again. So there is some sort of energy vampire in your sphere that you need to protect yourself from. Okay. Bloodstone, also one of protection. Red tiger's eye. It offers protection, it offers abundance, but the red speaks of passion. All right, love and passion. And once again, I was called to draw you obsidian, so that one will be important for you. Emerald both works with the heart chakra as well as drawing in abundance. This is a raw piece of emerald here. The purple amethyst really is a great one to balance your crown chakra with. Okay. The malachite came through again, which I just managed to drop. Working with that heart chakra, that deep, vibrant, verdant green. Okay. The rhodonite, as we saw earlier. And one of the ones that is apparently really important for you is the charoite. Now, I will give you a heads up, charoite can be a little pricey, but it opens up the third eye chakra like nothing I've ever seen so far in my practice. Now, I've heard other people talk about, is it Vivianite or something like that, or that really does a number on them. But I have found that charoite is exceedingly good at opening blockages of the third eye chakra. Okay, and these came from the mineral mushroom, and that was the most reasonably priced place I had found for charoite. Everywhere else was a bit more expensive. I do know, however, the Thunder's Trove has some that's like in shapes and things, like a moon and blocks and chips and things. So I recommend either the mineral mushroom and or a Thunder's Trove. They have good quality and reasonable prices. But the cheapest one I did find for charoite was the mineral mushroom. And that, if money's not a factor for you, then take it or leave it, as I say. Once again, the ocean jasper also came through with these pyrite inclusions, and this came from the mineral mushroom as well. Okay, I do feel called to read the rhodonite to you, so I'll be right back. Here's another picture. Okay, so rhodonite, forgiveness, compassion, acceptance. And when it's talking about forgiveness, it doesn't just mean others, while it does count for that. It also means yourself. Okay? It's a pink and black, sometimes got like a creamy tan, to it sometimes. It works with the heart chakra. Most commonly found in Sweden and Russia. Rhodonite heals all matters of the heart, known as both the stone of forgiveness and the rescue stone. It is perfect for both uplifting and grounding you after a relationship rift. Helps open your heart to the rosiness of unconditional love while accepting that human relationships can also encompass pain. Rhodonite also provides excellent support during periods of great transition and personal evolution. It's known to help uncover true passion, making the user feel more aligned with a purpose. It helps reveal toxic patterns of past relationships and encourages the acceptance to leave them behind. Rhodonite helps heal the inner self so that you can spread love and service to the outer world. Rhodonite is also good for detoxifying the body and can enhance reinvigoration after the energy-draining toll of negative emotions. In Greek, rhodon means rose, inspiring the name of this crystal. Rhodonite is a manganese silicate. The black veins are caused by manganese oxidation. For personal use, place over the heart chakra to release fear, mend heartache, and help break negative relationship patterns. At home, it can enhance harmony or ease resentment between roommates or a live-in partner. And at work, it can help to create a positive environment and improve your confidence. And I was feeling that very strongly on this one, so we're going to set it on top of that card. And that I was reading from The Beginner's Guide to Crystals by Lisa Butterworth, if you're interested in educating yourself on crystal energies and what they mean. And now I see why I was drawn to read this to you so strongly. Okay, take what is with here and listen to your intuition. All right, but I do have a strong feeling that you're going to need to tap into the energies of rhodonite, whether it's just through this message or whether it's you personally holding on to it yourself. Okay, I'm going to see if there's any further crystals to aid you in this quest for knowing what choice to make in your current relationship, and finding your soulmate that we saw here. Okay, all right, so we're going to take these. We have Tiger's Eye, building courage and attracting wealth with the Five of Swords. And I pulled that red Tiger's Eye for you here, so it's very congruous. But with the Five of Swords coming out in conjunction with the Tiger's Eye, this is saying that there is some sort of conflict, internal, most likely, but also could have an external factor, especially if you need to move on from a relationship or something like that, okay? So Tiger's Eye during this time of that is beneficial to you. With the Ace of Wands, we have hematite, grounding, practicality, and courage. So that's courage twice for you. Okay. And this will absolutely help you, especially grounding yourself when it comes to this spiritual enlightenment, transition, and awakening that you are going through, this new spiritual beginning. Okay. And with the King of Hearts, Emerald, which I pulled for you already, protection, love, and wisdom. Okay. So this is specifically a tie-in to that whole follow your heart, follow your intuition, and know that you are protected while you are doing so. With that King of Cups, this is talking about you being with someone, and I do believe it may have came out in your reading prior to, I can't remember. It is speaking of you finding someone who is emotionally stable, compassionate, loving, with a childlike wonder and awe of the world and of you. Okay. With Lava Stone, the Four of Swords, balance, calmness, and strength. Okay. They're asking you to rest and recuperate, restore, and heal yourself after any sort of conflict or mental disruption, change. Okay. And Lava Stone is very good with that, and also it helps with the grounding as well. And I find that it works well with people who have any sort of fire in their chart as well, being a volcanic rock. Okay. Angel Aura, happiness, beauty, and joy with the Eight of Wands is speaking strongly of your spiritual journey and how you, as you move forward and you grow in your gifts, it is very important not to lose sight of the happiness, beauty, and joy that life has to bring. Okay, I'm getting the word Earth Angel coming through here. And that Valkyrie energy is coming through again once more. With the Five of Pentacles and Pyrite, wealth, success, and protection. I am getting that in these changes that may be occurring, there may be some concern about your financial, your housing, your health, some sort of material situation that you're dealing with, okay? A sense of need. But this is letting you know that you will have everything that you need, okay? It's letting you know that everything will be okay. Pyrite is a money manifestation stone. And it works really, really well in things like money manifestation bowls and what have you. If you're interested in that, you can always reach out to me and let me know, because you do have multiple crystals here in your pool that work well with that particular manifestation. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Hearts, Diamond, purity, truth, and perfection. And this is letting you know that you do have a new emotional beginning. You do have a soulmate, love coming into your life. And with the Diamond, I am getting marriage, okay? I am absolutely getting marriage. But marriage that has a purity of intention. It's not a business contract. It's not a move of desperation. This is purity of love, purity of intention, okay? And clarity of mind as you do so, following the trueness of your heart. And then with the Four of Pentacles and Malachite with transformation, openness, and love. This love absolutely transforms your life in every way. It transforms spiritually, it transforms mentally, it transforms emotionally, and it transforms your life in the material realm as well, which is health, wealth, and household, anything tangible you can touch, okay? And Malachite is a very strong transformational stone, okay, that works with the heart chakra and I have seen it be effective working with the crown chakra as well. It's a good one for higher heart chakra work. All right, so I hope that those are of some benefit to you, and specifically helping you in which ones might work for which situation for you, okay? We're going to pull some more oracle cards with the Moonology deck here. We've got expect powerful change, new moon eclipse, and I do believe that did come through in your previous reading. And then be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon, okay? So take action upon that which you know you must take action upon. A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo, okay? Give forgiveness to yourself and others. But I'm also getting that someone in your life is taking and not giving. I'm getting that vampire energy again, that energy vampire situation. And that needs to be taken care of, okay? A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So whatever it is you're worried about, whatever it is that you're fretting about, it will come to a resolution. And once again, you have the card of show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius, okay? Be who you truly are, and the rest will fall into place, okay? Be who you truly are, and the rest will fall into place. And on the bottom of the deck, we have that healing energy, you know, take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. That personal care card, take care of yourself. I'll pull that out, actually. Take care of yourself, okay? Do what you need to do for yourself, for your best and highest good. And I'm going to pull you one last white light oracle, bit of guidance here for you. And actually, I'm feeling that one as well. We'll see if they tell me to pull this bottom one, but I am getting something off of that. Let's set it aside just so that we can come back to it if we need to. Oh, and look, the sun. You got the top card of that sun. I'm going to pull that one for you too. You know what's funny is this was on the top the last time you did your thing. Okay. We may wind up reading multiple ones again. All right, so first off, we started with Tantra of 639 Hertz, number 18. It may benefit you to listen to music of 639 Hertz. But this is very much about passion, okay? This is about passion, love, sex, all of that. Look at the intensity of passion in this card. I mean, it practically leaps off of it in fire. Remember then I said fire meeting fire. I mean, this is that kind of energy we're feeling here. Be open to that which seems unfamiliar or different. You will experience a breakthrough as you embrace an unusual approach. You are on a soul path of accelerated spiritual growth, which is swifter but not always easier. You do not have to contrive your own happiness, but you can dip into the bliss within your body to lighten your mental state and remind yourself everything is working out beautifully. Okay, I'm also getting the message here, you're capable of taking care of your own needs as well, coming through there. Take that as it resonates, okay? 528 Hertz Mandala of the Heart, number 17. Sometimes aspects of our life fall apart or don't go to plan. This is so that you come back together in a beautiful new way. Trust in the goodness, in the inevitable blessing of your destiny falling into place. Do not trust your fears. Put your faith in the love of your heart. A heartfelt wish is going to manifest. It's just amazing energy there. And some of your chakras are just on fire with some of these. Okay, so let's go in the order that I saw them. Let's do number 28, Epsilon Modulation. I need to cover her chest for social media purposes. And once again, we have that chakra alignment energy here. Gather your energies and go within to regenerate. Let your actions match your inner rhythms rather than trying to force yourself to keep pace with external cues. Commit to your own natural timing and pace. As you ground and connect to your center, you will realize your spiritual power to be at cause in any situation of concern. You have such goodness and light within you. Let go of shaming or blaming. Embrace the spiritual beauty within. Okay, and that is an important phrase there at the end. You had the sun come out in your first reading, and I want to read that to you again because it was so very important. You have what it takes. You are a light bearer. Within you is a healing power and spiritual wisdom you can tap into to find your way through any confusion or doubt. Have confidence in yourself and know you are enough. Expect an affirming yes from the universe. Okay. I also just got a message from the other side that says the person who is meant for you will participate with you on your spiritual journey. They will meditate with you. They will do, your spiritual exercises with you. They will support you. It will be a true partnership. Okay. Number 38, Devara Patra. Out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. It is an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the quality of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from your heart. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. Spirit gives freely and generously of all good things, and the task of humanity is to learn how to receive. The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, generous, and trusting heart. Okay? And I am getting a strong message of you finding your community, filling your emotional cup with light of those like yourself, and finding your spiritual community. Okay? Stepping outside of your comfort zone and putting yourself out there to find that community energy. Number 27, Aurora of Gamma. It is time to let go of what has been. You are swiftly outgrowing your past. Explore and commit to a spiritual practice that supports your personal transformation so that you can cross the threshold before you now. Embrace your freedom to be creative in your approach rather than doggedly committing yourself to your previous ideas or plans. You have the spiritual intelligence necessary to evolve. Continue your healing journey with trust that a positive outcome is imminent. All right, and I am seeing a couple more cards here. Number 7, Blessings of Eve. I'm getting a message. It might benefit you to work with the All-Mother energy. Some might call it the First Mother energy. Okay, but that primordial, creative, feminine energy of the universe. A spiritual gift shall enter your heart and manifest as a blessing in your life. You have innate talents and abilities which will support your soul into full, glorious manifestation. You have been blessed with a beautiful divine destiny to fulfill. You have natural healing ability. Choose your thoughts and words so they reflect what you truly wish to put out into the world, because your influence is stronger and further reaching than you realize. Okay? And that one fell on the floor. I'll go and pick it up. Number 22, Ain Soph R. A way through the struggle has already been created for you. If you are being led onto that path, your authentic soul path may include recognition and acclaim, notable success and admiration. Be grateful, but do not be dazzled or distracted by such experiences. Focus on what connects you to your heart and grounds you in the simplicity of spiritual truth, which is the practice of love, kindness, and peace. This will allow for successful progress in the material world without disturbing the sanctity of your soul. Thank you. My daughter went and picked it up for me. And number 41, Alabaster Tablet of Layla. You are remembering at a soul level. You are tapping into your greater awareness, and an understanding of your highest life purpose shall become even clearer to you. This may evoke unsettling change within you, but that change is necessary for a new way to manifest. You are protected and guided at all times, especially when you feel uncertain about your course. You are truly loved. I hope that you found this to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. I'm going to read for you a visualization of sorts, okay, that may help you along this journey. There is a point of light within your heart. As you notice that light, it rapidly expands, and you feel a sense of love and recognition. You know, without knowing how you know, that this light is a friend from long, long ago. The light becomes a beautiful feminine angel. Her light shines like a gentle sun, and you feel warmed in her presence. She casts her hand, and a path appears. It is your path, the best way for you to proceed. Notice how you feel about this path. Can you accept it, embrace it, trust it? As you take a step, you realize she is with you. Your heart then remembers she has always been with you and shall always be with you. All right? I love you. Please take care of yourself. And let me know how I might be of service. All right?